So I'm very happy to be here today to share with you the story of a 100-year-old Canadian insurance company that is reinventing itself as a modern digital business. And through the story you're about to hear in just a few minutes, you're going to see how it's possible to completely automate and digitize the new business process simply by adding, and I say simply, George, you might take issue with that, but simply by adding electronic signatures to your existing workflows and your legacy systems. But before I hand the floor over to George, I'm going to just take a few moments to share with you some of the digital adoption trends that we're seeing here in Canada within the insurance industry that I actually think are really exciting. We'll start things off with just a little bit of an audience participation. Can I have a show of hands? How many of you within your organizations today are using e-signatures in some capacity? Show of hands? Not tons. Okay. So, say again? You need to. Well, that's why you're here. I was going to say it's not exactly representative of what we see in the industry overall, but I would expect folks turning up for a session like this to maybe be not quite there yet. What I can share with you is that electronic signatures are not new cutting-edge technology anymore, right? We see what's on the agenda today. Telematics, blockchain, data analytics. This is the stuff that's really transformative and that's really cutting edge and exciting. By comparison, electronic signatures are table stakes, really. Quite easy to implement by comparison as well. Some might even say boring. I've been actually presenting on this topic for many years, so to me it does really feel like table stakes. What I can share with you is that companies big and small within Canada across all industries are using e-signatures today. Leading the digital charge have been those highly regulated industries. So banks, financial services, wealth management, credit unions, government, healthcare, pharma, and more recently, insurance companies as well. So for some, it's a little surprising to hear that those traditionally risk-averse conservative industries are the ones that are leading the charge. But what we hear is that electronic signatures and digital transactions actually represent an opportunity to reduce the regulatory and the compliance burdens that these organizations have. And I'll talk about that a little bit more in a minute. So like I said, I would say insurance is relatively new when it comes to adoption of e-signatures. By comparison, our first Canadian e-signature client dates back more than 20 years. It was Ontario Hydro.